Welcome back to Graveyard Dance. This week, we'll be looking at a strange disappearance of a young woman who is just getting her start in life. Before we head there though, we'd like to ask a huge favor of you if you're taking the time to watch this video. We're getting closer and closer to being able to get monetized, and we can't do it without your help. If you haven't already, take a moment to hit the like button so it tells YouTube that we're worth watching and that people actually like what we do. You can also help by hitting the subscribe button below, or you can find all our social links at the very bottom of the homepage of our website, graveyarddance.com. There, you can find all our work, as well as a lot of other cool stuff, including our merchandise with new lower prices that everyone will be sure to love. We can't possibly thank you enough. With all that said, let's get on to today's story, the strange disappearance of Maura Murray. Maura Murray, born on May 4, 1982, in Hanson, Massachusetts, was a bright and athletic young woman with a promising future. She excelled in academics and athletics at Whitman-Hanson Regional High School, which led to her acceptance into the United States Military Academy at West Point, where she studied chemical engineering. After 3 semesters, Maura decided to transfer to the University of Massachusetts Amherst to pursue a career in nursing, a field she felt more passionate about. Her family described her as determined and focused, with a strong desire to help others. In the months leading up to her disappearance, Maura faced several personal challenges. In November 2003, she was caught using a stolen credit card to order food, an incident that resulted in legal trouble, but was expected to be dismissed after 3 months of good behavior. Additionally, on February 5, 2004, while working her campus security job, Maura had an emotional breakdown after a phone call with her sister Kathleen, who had been dealing with personal issues. This incident left Maura visibly upset, and her supervisor escorted her back to her dorm room. On Saturday, February 7, 2004, Maura's father, Fred Murray, visited Amherst to spend time with her and assist in car shopping. That evening, Maura borrowed her father's car to attend a dorm party. In the early hours of February 8th, she had a minor accident, striking a guardrail on Route 9 in Hadley, Massachusetts, causing significant damage to her father's car. The responding officer filed an accident report, but no sobriety tests were conducted. Maura was driven to her father's motel and stayed there for the rest of the morning. The following day, February 9th, Maura made several decisions that puzzled investigators and her family. She emailed her professors and work supervisor, informing them of a fabricated death in the family and stating she would be absent for a week. She also searched MapQuest for directions to the Berkshires and Burlington, Vermont, and made inquiries about renting a condominium in Bartlett, New Hampshire, a location her family had visited in the past. Around 3:30 p.m., Maura packed her belongings, including clothing, toiletries, and college textbooks, into her black 1996 Saturn sedan and left the UMass Amherst campus. At approximately 3:40 p.m., Maura withdrew $280 from an ATM, with surveillance footage confirming she was alone. She then purchased about $40 worth of alcoholic beverages from a nearby liquor store, again alone. Her final known action that day was checking her voicemail at 4:37 p.m. There is no evidence indicating she informed anyone of her intended destination, leaving her plans shrouded in mystery. Later that evening, around 7:27 p.m., Maura's car was involved in a single-vehicle accident on Route 112 near Woodsville, New Hampshire. A local resident heard the crash and reported it to the police at 7:27 p.m. Another neighbor, a school bus driver, approached Maura's vehicle and offered assistance, but she declined, stating she had already called for roadside help, though there was no cell service in the area. The bus driver observed that Maura did not appear visibly injured, but noted she was shivering. He then left to call the police from his home. When law enforcement arrived at the scene at approximately 7:46 p.m., they found Maura's car locked and abandoned. Inside the vehicle, they discovered a box of Franzia wine behind the driver's seat and evidence of recent alcohol consumption. However, Maura was nowhere to be found. A search of the surrounding area commenced, but initial efforts yielded no trace of her. In the days following Maura's disappearance, extensive search efforts were conducted by local and state authorities, as well as volunteers. Tracking dogs traced her scent 100 yards east from the crash site, but lost it, suggesting she may have left the area in another vehicle. Despite aerial searches, ground teams, and widespread media coverage, no credible sightings or leads emerged. The lack of evidence led to various theories, ranging from voluntary disappearance to foul play. Over the years, Maura's case has remained active, with periodic searches and renewed public interest. In 2019, on the 15th anniversary of her disappearance, authorities conducted an excavation at a nearby property after cadaver dogs indicated the possible presence of human remains. However, no significant evidence was found. In 2021, bone fragments were discovered on Loon Mountain, approximately 25 miles from the crash site, but testing confirmed they did not belong to Maura. Maura's family has remained steadfast in their search for answers. Her father, Fred Murray, has been particularly vocal, criticizing the initial handling of the investigation and advocating for more resources to be allocated to the case. The family has also sought assistance from private investigators and engaged with the public through interviews and social media, hoping to keep Maura's story alive and encourage anyone with information to come forward. The disappearance of Maura Murray continues to be a source of intrigue and speculation. Numerous podcasts, documentaries, and articles have explored the case, each presenting various theories, but no definitive answers. As of March 2025, over 2 decades later, Maura's fate remains unknown, serving as a poignant reminder of the challenges and complexities inherent in missing persons investigations. I feel so bad for her family. I can't imagine not knowing what happened in a situation like this. If you know anything, you can report this to the New Hampshire State Police Investigation Hotline at 603-223-3860, or you can contact the family directly at this website. Come on, guys, let's help give this family the answers they need. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, Eyes of a Dog, if you're looking to adopt a pet, and the shop Steam Engine Sales, which can be found on our website at graveyarddance.com. I think that just about wraps up this video. If you have a suggestion for a new video, please drop them in the comments section below. Till next time, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you.